Hello there. Welcome to yet another package of the EOM Business Network. My name is Priska Chemeka. Our focus for today will be on a face-to-face with the chairman of LTC JWT Advertising in person of Mr. Billy Lawson. Sit back, relax yourself while we take a commercial break.
I've got bars for days like my 303. Find me on the map at the TOP. On the edge with 3 G's. Al Capone like a pro. I'ma flow on the microphone.
Aye, Little B, getting big buzz. Follow me, then I hit her up on them buzz. Take a pic, I'm a star so flashy. Phone so fast, Mr. Bolt, please catch me.
Touch and type, I'm key on your playlist. Rock the mic, I'm key on your A-list.
Why are people vexing? You need to impress me. 201 303, show me who the best be. You can't handle the way I dabble in my applications. Touching on every screen, it's surely gonna make you scream. Change my wallpapers like I changed my mood. I got that Nokia, I'm still hot like tofu.
Essentially what happened was that there are a few of us who were in grant advertising then, but even before then, some of us outside of the grant advertising had wanted to set up agencies, but somehow it didn't feel right. It got to a stage in grants that I felt I could no longer stay there, and I felt that I needed to do something. But it was more from, whilst I was thinking all of this, Charles suggested one day that we asked me if we could set up an agency. And I said, well, I'll think about it. And I think some months later, because of the way things were going in grant, I then decided that, well, I believe that was the time to do it. I spoke to Mr. Dabiri, who was my classmate, but also was in the bank then, who is our current group chairman, to say that, look, I was thinking of this, and he said, okay, come up with the ideas and all of that. I then spoke to Mrs. Thomas to say, look, I'm looking at this, are you interested? And she said yes. Then I then talked to Charles and a few other people, and that was really the start of it. So it wasn't just me, it was just a couple of us. We started, as you rightly pointed out, in 1986, and soon after the SAP was introduced by General Babangida, coming from a situation where before then things were restricted, because with Diagmo things were restricted. You had to apply for import licenses and all of that. you had very limited goods, and our clients were not marketing anymore, they were just selling. When Babangida came, he brought about SAP, which in a way created some difficulties in the sense that he released the foreign exchange. People could bring in whatever they liked, but it became more expensive and salaries didn't match the increases in the goods and services. So what we felt then, and that was just about the time we set up LTC, was that one, to get people to notice our clients' products above any other product. For example, we had to be more creative. We had to understand the consumer much more than we did before. What made him tick? What made him buy a bottle of beer for himself instead of buying baby food for his family, for his daughter or child? So we needed to do that, and that's what we did. And I think that that's paid off quite well. I'll say that for me, it was to be very creative, different. I'll tell you one of the things we did actually. When we started as LTC, we were the first agency to create a color scheme in our office. For example, we had the walls white, the carpets gray, and the furniture black. So everywhere you went, you notice something different about the agency. So it was all about creativity. It was all about also understanding the consumer so that we could reach the consumer more easily than others could. Again, it goes back to the two things I mentioned to you earlier on: understanding the consumer in as much as possible and trying to reach him in a way that he would react positively to what was being said to him or being shown to him. I think that has helped us quite well. And the fact that we've also challenged some briefs from clients, and the clients have come to respect our ability to do such things. And I also say that more than that, also reaching out to our clients, being friends with our clients, in the sense that I would say that quite a few of my friends today are people who were my clients. Although they're no longer working as marketing directors and things like that, we became friends on the job.
Oh yes, so na me dey reign. My name na Bazooka. Am I life correct? Or I want to know how? Follow me. And this na my wife. He dey 3 months pregnant, and she don't dey go antenatal for the place where they give her better medicine. Make malaria no catch the pikin wey carry inside the belly. We know they leave clean or dirty water for bucket wey no get cover. Make mosquito no enter inside the born pikins wey get razor teeth. This na long-lasting insecticide-treated net. E no go allow mosquito bite you. Me, I be correct baba, and I don't pledge say mosquito no go bite my family. Lie. You go.
Make you stop malaria before it stop you. Now the rollback malaria partners carry this message come.
I think a lot has to do with integrity. It has to do with the country as it is. And so long as the country is what it is, it's going to be a bit difficult to solve it. But what I always say is that we try as much as possible to retain the integrity we have in dealing with our clients in as much as possible. I'll say that APCON has grown fantastically over the years. APCON today, I would say, has grown to be a major force to be reckoned with in the industry, locally and internationally. In fact, I understand that because of the operations of APCON in Nigeria, other countries like Ghana are having discussions with APCON to see how they can set up such institutions also in their own countries. I think APCON has done a lot to sanitize the industry And my best wishes to them, and I hope that they continue to do what they're doing. One of the things when we started was that we had created for ourselves what we said we wanted to be the best locally. We didn't want to be seen as a Nigerian agency. We wanted to be like an international agency operating within a Nigerian environment, which is difficult. And we lost accounts because of that. But the very serious clients gave us business. It's not an easy thing to do, but I thank God that to a large extent we have kept to that. The ability to be able to do things properly, because the critical thing is you always want to do what is best. And if in an environment where most people are doing what is wrong, you're always seen as an outcast. So it's difficult to operate within that kind of scenario. But again, I'll say that after 28 years, more or less, of operating within the system, God has been kind to us in that we have had people who have managed to lead us to this point in time without having had any major disaster. The greatest responsibility to make Nigeria one of the most respected countries in the world. And by doing this, the government really needs to curb corruption, needs to curb everything that is not legal and not properly done. So long as the government is perceived to be condoning corruption, then there are going to be challenges for everybody that operates within the Nigerian environment. So the government actually has to do a lot, not only to be perceived to be doing it, but to be seen to be doing what is right. And once that perception is sorted out, then, because it also has a negative effect on us internationally. Because most people who come here say, oh, once they hear Nigerians, say, oh, Nigerians, no, I don't want to deal with them. That in a way affected us initially when we were trying to get affiliated and all of that. But when JWT, for example, then came and saw us and saw our operations, definitely they felt these were people they could do business with.
Harpic na the #1 ogbonge toilet cleaner for Naija, where people they buy million bottles every year. As you see me so, I dey here with my sisters, then where they find the ogbonge toilet cleaner, we go clean their toilet well, make them shine, and the money no go tear their pocket so that they no go dey use detergent again.
I don't see on a Harpic advert. It be like say me self go try am.
What you come make una never try am now?
Now because our money no reach now.
Plenty things they drag the small money where they our handle.
I can't get the correct solution. Harpic with the economy pack.
Shey dey last so.
Over well, Seth. Come on, go try am.
Just one application is better than detergents, keeping your toilet sparkling white and free from germs.
Wow. Now much in the seller?
150 naira.
From now only Harpic we go dey use.
Nah, so.
Harpic economy pack small, but it dey last well. Make you use Harpic, make you see say toilet way clean. Now Harpic wash am.
Wherever there seems to be an opportunity, people will go towards it. It's like the gold rush in America in the old days. So long as people see opportunities, they will go towards to see what they can get from it. So in a way, is because there are great potentials in the Nigerian economy. That is why the international companies are now wanting to come into Nigeria. It's good and it's bad. It's good in the sense that it would help also improve the professionalism and the technical skills of people. It's bad in the sense that if they came in and wanted to dictate all the terms and we as the Nigerian agencies are now shortchanged, then there is a problem. The critical thing is that we could, as Nigerian agencies, get together, we could merge to become stronger and better, or when we're dealing with international agencies as they come in, we should stand our grounds and get good deals from them and not just sell ourselves out for cheap. Barry Lawson is a 62-year-old man, going to be 63 this year. I came into the industry at the age of 24 and a half years. When I joined Linters, in 75, having just come back from the UK. I was in Linters till 1983 when I went to Grant Advertising. Okay, when I was in Linters, Linters sent me actually abroad for a year. And I worked in Linters overseas for a year in 1981. I joined Grant Advertising in 83 and was there till 86 when we started LTC Advertising. On the personal side, I'm married to a very lovely lady who used to work in the bank. We've been married for 36 years and we have 2 children, 35 and 33. Well, he'll be 36 this year. My daughter will be 33 this year. We have 3 grandchildren from my daughter, a set of twins and a boy. So, I'm glad that God has given me what He has to be where I am today, to see LTC grow to this level, and hopefully by God's grace, one of the things we said when we were setting up LTC is that it will last beyond our own time. So we'll hand over from generation to generation of different people who have worked here. In brief, I think that is who I am, and somebody who is very grateful to God for what He has done. Playing golf most times with Mr. Dabiri, who is chairman of our group, and reading and watching TV, and traveling. I love traveling. God's grace and my wife and children and grandchildren.
But if they have initiative, you have the knowledge, but you can't see a vacuum, then you won't feel anything.
So at any single opportunity, I train.
We are always available to make sure we satisfy them.
You must train them, and training them, you must motivate them. So it's central.
Is this the world's toughest road? Unsealed, unforgiving, in parts, downright insane. A perfect match for the all-new Ranger. Keeping you in comfort far beyond the beaten track. And in control. On-road, off-road, and no road. Built for any challenge. The all-new Ford Ranger. KwaZulu-Natal. Tough to say, even tougher to drive. Sounds like one for the all-new Ranger. Out here, even when the road stops, it just keeps on going. And even weighed down, it keeps powering on. Built for any challenge, the all-new Ford Ranger.
And that's about it from us here. Thank you for staying with us. Remember to keep a date with us. Same time, same station, next week. Bye for now.